What if I told you that cameras deep beneath the ocean have captured things so terrifying that even scientists can't explain them? From glowing creatures that vanish in seconds to strange shapes moving like they're alive. These recordings have left experts speechless. You're about to dive into the darkest corners of our planet, places where sunlight has never reached, and where ancient monsters might still roam. So, before we go any deeper, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? And if you love uncovering ocean mysteries, hit subscribe and join us as we reveal the 10 scariest deep-sea mysteries ever caught on camera. Number 10. The bloop sound, the monster that roared from the abyss. 1997. U.S. Navy hydrophones in the Pacific Ocean picked up a sound so loud it could be heard across 3,000 miles. Scientists called it the bloop. At first, experts thought it was an underwater earthquake or a glacier breaking apart. But the problem was, the sound pattern matched that of a living creature. A creature bigger than a blue whale, the largest known animal on Earth. Audio analysis revealed the sound's frequency was organic, something made by muscle movement. Yet, no known sea creature could possibly produce such volume. Was it a colossal squid, a prehistoric beast like the megalodon, or something far older, something that has been hiding in the unexplored trenches of the Pacific? The official explanation later claimed it was ice fracturing, but skeptics aren't convinced because after 1997, the bloop never happened again. No one knows what caused it, or if the thing that made it still swims below. Number 9. The Baltic Sea Anomaly, a UFO at the bottom of the ocean. 2011. A team of treasure hunters scanning the seafloor of the Baltic Sea stumbled upon a bizarre, circular structure. It looked like a 200-foot wide disc, resting 300 feet below the surface, and it was unlike anything they'd ever seen. When sonar images were released, the world went wild. The shape looked mechanical, almost like a crashed UFO, complete with stair-like formations and perfectly smooth edges. Divers who visited the site claimed their electronic devices stopped working as they approached. Compasses spun uncontrollably, cameras shut down, and strange magnetic interference surrounded the object. Geologists said it was just a natural rock formation carved by glaciers, but the divers who saw it disagreed. They swore it looked manufactured. Some believe it's the remains of an ancient civilization. Others say it's a top-secret military experiment gone wrong. Even today, no one has offered a clear answer. Whatever it is, the Baltic Sea Anomaly remains one of the most mysterious structures ever caught on sonar. Number 8. The Ning-Jen, the human-shaped creature of the Antarctic. Imagine exploring the icy waters near Antarctica, where temperatures can freeze you in seconds, and suddenly you see something white, massive, and shaped like a human. Japanese research vessels in the early 2000s reported sightings of a creature nearly 100 feet long, pale white with human-like arms, a torso, and even what looked like a face. They called it Ning-Jen, meaning human in Japanese. Photos and blurry videos soon appeared online, showing strange shapes gliding beneath the ice. Some claim it's an undiscovered species of giant marine mammal. Others think it's an alien life form adapted to the deep. What's more terrifying? Every attempt to get close or record it clearly ends the same way, with equipment failure and footage mysteriously vanishing. Japan's government never confirmed or denied these claims, but the few researchers who spoke publicly said one thing: something intelligent lives beneath the Antarctic ice, and maybe it doesn't want to be found. Number 7. The Mariana Trench Shadow, a creature bigger than anything known in 2016. A deep-sea exploration vehicle descending into the Mariana Trench captured something that sent chills through scientists at NOAA. As the sub's lights panned across the seafloor, a massive shadow moved across the camera view, blocking the entire frame for several seconds. When they replayed the footage, the shape didn't match any known species. It wasn't a shark, a whale, or a squid. It moved differently, almost like it was watching the submersible. The recording stopped just moments later. The lights flickered. Then the feed went black. Some experts say it could have been a giant squid or a whale passing close to the lens, but when scaled against the surrounding landscape, the creature appeared larger than the entire sub, and no sonar detected it coming or leaving. Whatever it was, it left behind one haunting question: if something that big can swim through the deepest part of Earth without being seen before, what else could be hiding down there? Number 6. The ghost jellyfish, the deep-sea entity that defied science in 2016. During a dive near the Mariana Trench, scientists from NOAA's Okeanos Explorer captured a ghostly sight, a giant jellyfish floating eerily at 12,000 feet deep. Its body was translucent, its long arms stretched out like ribbons of light. But what baffled scientists was its motionless behavior. It hovered perfectly still, like it was watching. When zoomed in, the creature's internal organs glowed red and yellow, pulsing in patterns that didn't match any known species. Some researchers theorized it used bioluminescence to communicate, not to attract prey, but to signal something deeper. Others suggested it could be an entirely new branch of life, evolved in total darkness. The jellyfish has since been dubbed the ghost of the deep. And though it was recorded once, no one has ever seen it again. One haunting question remains. Was it a lone survivor from an ancient lineage, or something that exists only when we dare to look too deep? These are just the first 5 mysteries, and they're only scratching the surface of what's hiding beneath the waves. In Part 2, we'll reveal the final 5, including evidence of creatures that shouldn't exist and deep-sea anomalies that defy every rule of nature. So before we dive deeper into the abyss, tell us which mystery gave you chills. And if you're fascinated by the secrets of the ocean, subscribe right now so you don't miss the terrifying second part of this journey into the deep. Number 5. The submarine siren recording voices from the deep. 2022. A private deep-sea expedition off the coast of Chile was testing an experimental microphone system when it picked up something completely unexplainable at 5,000 feet below the surface. The sensors began recording what sounded like human voices, not random noises, actual tones, patterns, and syllables. Divers described it as whispering in a strange language echoing through the cums, as if someone or something was trying to communicate. Audio experts analyzed the file and found harmonic frequencies that shouldn't exist underwater. No whale, dolphin, or known creature produces sound waves that mimic human speech. The team nicknamed it the siren recording. The most chilling part, when they replayed the sounds to local fishermen, several of them turned pale. They claimed they'd heard those same haunting voices at night, coming from beneath their boats, always before a storm or a disappearance. Could this be a case of deep-sea infrasound confusing human ears? Or could myths of sirens and sea nymphs have been based on something real all along? Whatever it was, the recording was quietly taken by a government research agency and never released publicly again. Number 4. The black smoker creature, the thing that lived in fire at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Scientists studying hydrothermal vents, those volcanic chimneys that spit out boiling water, captured a brief moment of pure terror. A remotely operated camera drifted past a vent when something massive moved through the cloud of heat and smoke. It was dark, long, and seemed to swim through water that was literally near 400 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than most life can survive. At first, they thought it was an equipment glitch, until the same shape appeared again. On another camera, 30 meters away, a long, serpentine figure twisting gracefully through the plumes, immune to the impossible temperatures. The footage was analyzed frame by frame. It wasn't an eel, not a fish, and not any known organism that could live under those conditions. When the clip leaked online, conspiracy theorists called it the black smoker serpent. Some said it was a prehistoric creature, possibly a descendant of the giant Devonian predators that once ruled the oceans. Others think it's something not of Earth, an organism that feeds on energy, not flesh. To this day, no one has been able to recreate or explain what that camera saw that day. The only fact everyone agrees on is simple: life, whatever form it takes, always finds a way, even in the fire of the abyss. Number 3. The Gulf of Mexico blob, a creature without shape. In 2019, an oil rig's remote camera in the Gulf of Mexico recorded something so strange it caused panic among engineers watching live. Out of the darkness, a giant translucent mass drifted past the lens, a shapeless blob nearly 20 feet wide. It pulsed like jelly, glowed slightly, and appeared to react to the camera's light. But as soon as it got closer, the entire feed glitched for exactly 7 seconds. When the image returned, the creature was gone. Later analysis suggested it might have been a gigantic jellyfish or a colony of salps, but the structure didn't match anything known. It looked too unified, too deliberate, like it had intelligence. What's worse is what happened next. 2 days later, divers found one of the underwater cameras torn off its frame, as if something had yanked it free. The mysterious footage is still available online, Though heavily degraded, those who've seen it say it looks almost alien, a life form made entirely of fluid, moving as if it had a mind of its own. The ocean is filled with creatures that defy logic. But this one? It didn't just defy science, it ignored it. Number 2. The Mariana Light, a signal from the deep in 2020. A Chinese deep-diving robot named Haima reached one of the lowest points in the Mariana Trench. Halfway through its descent, its onboard sensors picked up something impossible, a beam of light moving through total darkness at 35,000 feet below. Sunlight can't exist, yet for almost a minute, a faint blue-white glow pulsed rhythmically from the distance, almost like a beacon. The pilot on the surface station thought it was a reflection, but the data logs showed the light source was moving, circling the submersible slowly before vanishing into the black. When the footage was reviewed, scientists noticed something that sent chills down their spines within the light. For a split second, a silhouette could be seen large, curved, and organic, as if some massive creature was emitting the light. Itself, no known species has bioluminescence at that scale, and the energy readings were thousands of times stronger than any deep-sea organism we've studied since then. Other research teams have tried to capture the same event, but no one has succeeded. It's as if whatever was down there only wanted to be seen once. Some call it the guardian of the trench. Others believe it was something sending a message, a warning not to return. Number 1. The Deep Sea Eye, proof of a leviathan. Our number 1 mystery comes from a classified deep ocean project near the South Pacific, leaked by insiders in 2018. Mission's goal was simple: test long-range sonar mapping technology. What they captured instead still terrifies every marine researcher who's heard the recording. The sonar picked up an enormous object moving beneath the seafloor 600 feet long, with consistent heart-like rhythms. At first, they thought it was a geological echo, but then the object stopped, turned, and began to follow the sonar signal. Moments later, one of the deep-sea drones transmitted a final image before losing all power. It showed a massive eye, round, black, and easily 10 feet across, staring directly into the camera. The image was retrieved from the drone's backup storage, but the original files vanished shortly after. Officials dismissed it as distorted data. Yet several engineers quit the project soon after, claiming the footage was real to this day. The team that recorded the Deep Sea Eye refuses to speak publicly. But one thing is certain: if something that large is watching us from the depths, it means we're no longer the apex species on Earth. The ocean hides 95% of its world from human eyes. For every discovery we make, there are hundreds of mysteries still waiting, lurking in silence. Maybe what we've caught on camera are just glimpses, warnings of something far older than mankind, still ruling the abyss in shadows. Which of these caught-in-camera mysteries gave you chills? Tell us in the comments where you're watching from, and what you think is really hiding beneath. And if you want to keep exploring the unknown, from the darkest trenches to ancient creatures thought extinct, subscribe now, turn on notifications, and be ready for our next deep dive into the secrets of the sea. Because down there, beyond the reach of light, the ocean is still watching back.